Hey everyone, and welcome. So if you've ever felt totally lost in the world of weight loss, stuck between all those miracle promises and just frustrating results, then you are in the exact right place. Today, we're going to cut through all that noise and find the real path to change that actually lasts. Let's get into it. Let's just start with a hard truth. For so many of us, this desire to change, it isn't new, right? It's a thought that's probably been hanging around for months, maybe even years. That promise you made to yourself to get fitter, stronger, healthier, it's still there, just waiting. Now, this isn't about feeling guilty, not at all. It's just about acknowledging that sometimes taking that very first step is the hardest part of the entire journey. And why is that first step so incredibly hard? Well, probably because the second you decide to do something, you get hit with this tidal wave of information. Shakes, teas, pills, crazy diets, all of them promising a super quick fix. But what actually works? Really, what is the truth behind all that marketing?
So first things first, let's talk about those false promises. We're going to dive into the empty claims and, frankly, the deceptive products that are designed to make money off our insecurities, not actually solve our problems.
I bet these sound familiar, right? You've got the meal replacement shakes that basically tell you to stop eating real food. Then there are the so-called detox teas that promise to magically cleanse your entire system. Oh, and of course, fat burner pills that claim they'll just melt fat away while you sleep. And now there are even keto pills that are supposed to trick your body into burning fat. The market is absolutely flooded with this stuff.
So here's the big question. Why don't they work? Well, it's actually pretty simple. They're all distractions. They're built on this idea of a shortcut, a magic bullet. But the thing is, real sustainable change can't come from a product you can't see yourself using for the rest of your life. Every single one of them ignores the one single scientific law that actually governs how fat loss works.
All right, so let's leave all that market chaos behind and step into the clarity of science. It's time to focus on the one simple truth that's at the absolute heart of losing fat.
This is it. This is the whole game, right here. The one non-negotiable principle, a caloric deficit. It's not a brand, it's not some fancy product. It's basically a law of physics. If your body needs, let's say, 2,000 calories a day just to stay the same, you will only lose fat if you consistently eat less than that. Your body then has to find that missing energy somewhere. And guess where it looks? Your stored body fat. That's it. That is the engine of fat loss.
And this brings up a really important point. We always say weight loss, but what we should be aiming for is fat loss. See, losing weight can mean you're losing muscle, water, even bone density, and that can actually make you weaker. The real goal, the true prize, is to specifically target that stored body fat while holding on to your valuable muscle. So from now on, let's reframe it. The mission isn't weight loss, it's fat loss.
Okay, so knowing the science is one thing. That's the easy part. But actually applying it day in and day out, well, that takes something else. That takes discipline. This is what we call the path of discipline. It's all about the mental game. This line right here, it's so powerful because it just cuts right to the heart of it. You can have all the knowledge in the world, right? But nobody can eat the right food for you. Nobody else can go to the gym and do the workout for you. This journey is yours and yours alone. It's really about taking total personal responsibility for your own goal.
So, how do we build that mental toughness? Well, there's this really fascinating Japanese concept called shugyo. The basic idea is to deliberately choose discomfort. Not as a punishment, but as a training ground. So instead of running away from hard things, you start to see them as the very path you need to walk to become stronger.
Think about it. We live in a world that is designed for comfort, air conditioning, fast food, endless entertainment at our fingertips. So in this world, choosing to exercise is our modern version of shugyo. Waking up a little earlier for a run, pushing for just one more rep at the gym. That feeling of strain, of effort, that's not a sign to stop. It's the sign that you're on the right path, building a stronger version of yourself.
Now, I know discipline can sound kind of intimidating, right? But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be this huge, overwhelming life change. The secret is practical discipline, taking small steps that end up having a really big impact.
And for that, we can turn to another brilliant Japanese philosophy, Kaizen. This just means continuous improvement. Instead of trying to totally overhaul your entire life overnight, you just focus on one thing, getting 1% better each day. That's it. Maybe it's adding one more vegetable to your plate, or going for a 10-minute walk, or using one less spoonful of sugar.
These little changes might seem tiny, but trust me, they compound over time into massive results.
So what are the tools we can use for this Kaizen approach? Well, there are 3 simple, logical things you can get, not as magic fixes, but as tools of discipline. A kitchen scale? That helps you practice that 1% improvement of just understanding your portions. A step tracker? It turns moving more into a fun game. And a big water bottle. It helps you with that 1% improvement of staying properly hydrated. See? These are just tools to help you stay accountable to those small, daily goals.
So, here we are. We've debunked the myths, we understand the science, and we've explored the mindset you need. Now it all comes down to one thing: your decision and your strength.
This is what it all boils down to. Don't focus on losing 20 kilos. That's overwhelming. Instead, just focus on being 1% better today than you were yesterday. That's a goal you can actually hit every single day. The real power isn't in some single heroic effort. It's in the quiet, relentless consistency of all those small, positive actions stacking up.
And so, as we wrap this up, the only question that really matters is this one right here. Forget about next week or next month or on Monday. What is one tiny 1% improvement you can make today, right now? Will it be drinking an extra glass of water? Taking the stairs instead of the elevator? The journey of 1,000 miles always begins with a single step. What's yours going to be?